Good morning. Today I am going to discuss some short methods for finding the particular integrals. We know that for the differential equation of the type f dy equal to rx, where f d equal to this, f d equal to a0 d to the power n plus a1 d to the power n minus 1 plus dot dot an, where a0, a1, a2, an are some constants. This type of equation is called a linear differential equation of higher order. For the solution of this type of differential equation, we have to find two parts. One is complementary function and another is particular integral. Then this general solution can be written as y equal to cf plus pi. To find cf complementary function, we know already the methods how to find it, and we will find this. I am not discussing this part here. Actually, the main aim of this part is to discuss how to find the particular integral. Now for the particular integral, actually from this equation y equal to f dy equal to rx, we can write y equal to 1 by fd of rx this. So actually particular integral is any particular solution of this differential equation. Therefore we write this as yp. Y is p means a particular integral. That is, we have to find a solution of the particular solution of the equation, and we write it as this: yp is equal to 1 by fd of rx. Now for different types of different types of functions rx, we use different rules. There is no common rule where we can use for every functions, but there are different rules which are very simple. Now for the first case, let rx equal to e to the power mx. Therefore yp equal to 1 by fd e to the power mx. Then the particular integral yp becomes this 1 by f of m e to the power mx, if fm not equal to 0, obviously. For the case fm equal to 0, we will discuss later. This case I will discuss later, if fm equal to 0 actually. Therefore this method is very simple if fm not equal to 0. For example, we have considered here problem d square minus 1 y equal to e to the power mx. Here yp equal to 1 by d square minus 1, that is fd equal to d square minus 1 here. Then 1 by fd e to the power mx e to the power 3x as this. Therefore we can write the yp equal to 1 by 3 square minus 1 e to the power 3x, that is 1 by e to the power 3x. This is very simple. Again, if we consider this example, 1 by d square minus 9 this e to the power 3x, then d square minus 9 e to the power 3x, 1 by d square minus 9. Here we see that f of d equal to d square minus 9. Here f of d equal to d square minus 9. Therefore f of 3 becomes 0. So we already said for this case we cannot use this method. Actually I will discuss this part later. Now I consider the rule 2. I am going to rule 2. Rule 2 means if rx equal to rx is a trigonometric function. Trigonometric function means sin x or cos x. These types of functions, any type of sin x or cos x. That is sin 2x, sin 3x, or cos 2x, cos 3x, cos 5x. For these types of functions, this rule is applicable. Actually, rule 2 will be applicable. Here also we let f of d equal to phi of d square. That is, f of d can be expressed as a function of d square only. D square only means, suppose f of d equal to 4d square plus 5. That is a function of d square also. If fd equal to 3d to the power 4 plus 5d square plus 7, we can write d to the power 4 as d square whole square. Therefore all the terms can be expressed in terms of d squared. This is also a function of d squared. That is, this is a type, this is of the type phi of d squared. But if we consider f of d equal to suppose 3d square plus 5d plus 3, this is not, here d is present, therefore this is not a function of type phi of d square. Actually this case is not considered here. I am considering these types of case where f of d can be expressed as a function of d square only. Then yp equal to 1 by f of d sin x, that is 1 by phi of d squared sin x. Actually here we replace d squared by minus of a squared. Just note it that minus of a squared, it is not minus a whole square. Minus a whole square means this, that is a positive term, but it is minus a square. Okay, then if I replace d square by minus a square, then if the denominator phi of minus a square not equal to 0, then the particular integral is obtained. But if phi of minus a square equal to 0, then this case cannot be considered. This rule is not applicable actually for this case. Again, actually this case will be discussed later. This is a particular case. These are some exceptions actually. These exceptions will be discussed later actually. There is a general method for this exception actually. Now, if f of d not equal to phi of d square, then we can use this method also. Just where we can we will find d squared, there I put minus a square, and the remaining terms can be calculated in a sophisticated way that will be discussed here in an example actually. First I am considering this example. This is a very simple example. Here yp equal to 1 by d square minus 7 sin 2x. Here if I replace d square by minus 2 square, then the yp is obtained. This is very simple. I am going to next problem. Here I consider this problem, d square plus 4y equal to sin 2x. Here if I replace d square by minus 2 square, then the denominator becomes 0 actually. The denominator becomes 0. Therefore this rule cannot be applicable in this case. I am considering the third example where the f of d is not a function of d square. Then y of p equal to 1 by f of d means this. I have written this here sin 2x. Here I can write d cube equal to d into d square. Then d square is replaced by minus of 2 square. Here sin 2x is given, therefore the value of a is 2. Then I replace d square by minus 2 square. Here I replace d square by minus 2 square, and the remaining terms, there are no d square. In the remaining term there are no d square. Therefore I replace d square only by minus 2 square. Then it becomes like this, that is minus of 90 plus 8 sin 2x. I have taken minus in common from the terms actually. Then there is 90 plus 8 in the denominator. Actually if we multiply by 90 minus 8 with numerator and denominator, then the denominator becomes a function of d square. Then when the denominator becomes function of d square, then I can put minus 2 square by replacing d square. That is, in that case there is no term of d in denominator, and then I got this is a constant, and 90 minus 8 sin 2x. D means a derivative, simple derivative. Therefore 9d, d of sin 2x means 2 cos 2x. Therefore 9 into 2 means 18 cos 2x minus 8 sin 2x. Therefore this is the required particular integral. So if f of d is not a function of d squared, that case is not so hard. Just we replace d square by minus 2 square wherever is possible. Then for the remaining terms, all the remaining terms will be a linear term of d. That is, the higher power of d is not present there. Then we will consider, we will multiply the term with numerator and denominator, so that the denominator becomes a function of d squared. Then the problem is solved. Now I am coming to rule 3. Rule 3 means if Rx is a polynomial, simply polynomial. Polynomial means Rx may be 1, Rx may be x, Rx may be x squared, or Rx may be combination of these types of terms. That is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, these types of terms. Then there is also a general method for these terms. This is like it. If yp equal to 1 by fd rx, then we write 1 by fd in this form. How we will write in this form to 1 by fd? How we can write in this form? Just I am discussing with some examples actually. Simply see this example. D square minus 1y equal to this. Therefore yp equal to 1 by d square minus 1 into this. If I take a minus 1 common, then this becomes 1 minus d squared, minus of 1 minus d squared, that is 1 minus d squared whole to the power minus 1. Now we know that the expansion of 1 minus x whole to the power minus 1, 1 minus x whole to the power minus 1, the expansion is like this: 1 plus x square plus dot dot. So I use this expansion. But here the function is only second degree function. Second degree functions means after differentiation, after 2 times differentiation, all the terms becomes 0. Sorry, second degree term will remain a constant, but from the if we differentiate 3 times or 4 times or 5 times, it becomes 0. Therefore we don't need these terms d to the power 4 plus dot 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 this. We only need this portion 1 plus d squared. 1 means 1 into this, all the terms will be present here. D to the power d square means 2 times derivative of this, 2 times derivative of this term, and this term is 0. If we differentiate 2 times of 5x or 2, we will get 0. If we differentiate 2 times of 5x or 2x, it will become 0. Therefore d squared into x square means, if the derivative of x square is 4, it will be only 3 into 4 equal to 12. So therefore we will get the required particular integral. Also if we consider this, d square plus 2d plus 3y equal to 3x square plus 5, then yp equal to this d square plus 2d plus 3 into just it is operated actually on 3x square plus 5. Here we take 3 in common, then it becomes 1 plus d square plus 2d by 3. Then it will be 1 plus d square plus 2d by 3 whole to the power minus 1, 3x square plus 5. That is 1 plus, sorry. Then we will expand this term in this way. We know that the expansion of 1 plus x whole to the power minus 1, this is equal to 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube this. Then if we expand this, then we will get if we expand this, then we will get this term, and after differentiating, after considering all the non-zero terms, actually we get the particular integral as this. Now rule 4, I am coming to rule 4. Rule 4 is this: if f dy equal to rx equal to, actually rx is of this form, e to the power mx into v. V means this is a function of sin x, this is function as sine or cos or any polynomial or any other function actually. Then we will write yp equal to 1 by f of d to the power mx into v. Then we can take e to the power mx here by replacing d by d plus m. That is, if we take e to the power mx outside, then 1 by f of d becomes f of d plus m v. That is, this is also a function of d, and if v is a polynomial function, then we will consider rule 3. If v is a trigonometric function like sin x or cos x, we will use rule 2 here, and we will solve this. If v is any other function, that is, it is not a sin x or cos x or trigonometric function or polynomial function, then we will have to use the general method, which I will discuss in next lecture actually. For this part, I will consider the function v only sin x or cos x or trigonometric function. This, therefore, I have considered here an example like this: yp equal to 1 by d square minus 1 x e to the power 2x. If I take e to the power 2x out, then 1 by d plus 2 whole square minus 1x. D is replaced by d plus 2, that is d plus m here. Then e to the power 2x 1 by, if I expand this, d plus 2 whole square, then this terms becomes d square plus 4d plus 3. If I take 3 common, then 1 plus d square plus 4d by 3, that is e to the power 2x by 3, 1 plus d square plus 4d by 3 whole to the power minus 1x. X is a polynomial of degree 1 only, therefore I expand this 1 plus x whole to the power minus 1. This term is like 1 plus x whole to the power minus 1. I expand this 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube. These terms will comes, but if d square or d cube or d to the power 4 comes, then the derivative of x becomes 0. Therefore I only considered the first term, and after differentiating I will get the particular integral like this. Actually, in this lecture I have considered these 4 rules, which will be applicable in most of the cases to solve most of the differential equations. Actually, this rule, like the last rule which I used, it is applicable also for the case in the first case. First case means if the first case was rule 1, the exception in rule 1 was if fm equal to 0 actually. If fm equal to 0, then we cannot use this rule. Then what we will do? We will write this as e to the power mx 1 by f of d plus m 1. 1 means actually it is e to the power mx is multiplied by 1 here. E to the power mx into v, we considered v as 1 here. Then 1 is a polynomial function, then we can find yp by rule 3. Okay, actually this exemption is considered in this in the rule 4 actually. So the only exception which remains unsolved is if a phi of minus 2 square, in rule 2 phi of minus 2 square equal to 0. Actually it will be considered in general case. In general case means actually if v is that is rx is not a function which I discussed here, of the form which I discussed here actually, that is it is not an exponential function, that is it is not of the type e to the power 2x or e to the power 3x, it is not of the type sin 2x or sin 3x, or it is not of the type of polynomial function, then we will consider this. So for today, thank you. I request you to subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, just touch on the like button. Okay, thank you.